In the ancient world, kings rose and fell on the edge of the sword. Kingdoms were built on war, on blood, on the march of armies. Their glory was written in conquest, their wealth in the spoils of battle. But there was one king whose story broke the pattern. His name was Solomon. Solomon did not build his throne with armies. His strength was not in iron or steel. His power was his wisdom. In a world where rulers ruled by fear, Solomon ruled by understanding. His name traveled far, carried by traders, wanderers, and envoys, and wherever his name was spoken, it was spoken with awe. Far to the south, in the kingdom of Sheba, that name reached the ears of a queen. She was a woman of immense power, a ruler over a land rich with trade. Her coffers overflowed with incense, myrrh, and gold. She was no stranger to wisdom either. Her court was filled with advisors, men who claimed knowledge, men who wrapped their words in riddles. But they could not answer her deepest questions. They could not resolve the mysteries that weighed on her kingdom. So she prepared a journey, not a modest trip, but a procession worthy of legend. The desert winds carried the sight of her caravan, camels heavy with spices, chests overflowing with gems, and treasure beyond imagination. Among her gifts was gold, not a few coins, not a chest or two, but more than 4 tons. In today's measure, a fortune worth over $200 million.
What?
She brought this wealth not to buy land, not to secure an alliance, but to see if wisdom could truly be greater than war. When she entered Solomon's court, she came with a mission. She would test him. She brought questions, sharp and thorned, designed to pierce the mask of any pretender. Questions of justice, of law, of life itself. Questions that had baffled her own wise men. And there, seated on his throne, Solomon listened, patient, calm. His answers flowed like a river. One by one, her riddles unraveled. Mysteries fell open before him. There was no hesitation, no confusion, no hidden corner of knowledge that escaped his understanding. The queen was struck silent. She had heard the stories. She had heard of his wisdom, but seeing it with her own eyes, hearing it with her own ears, was something else entirely. His palace glittered with splendor. His servants moved with discipline and grace. His kingdom radiated wealth and order. But it was not the gold, not the glory, not the grandeur that left her astonished. It was his mind. His wisdom was greater than all the riches laid before her, and she was not alone. Sheba's visit was only one of many. From every corner of the earth, rulers and kings sent envoys to Jerusalem. They brought ivory from distant forests, apes and peacocks from faraway lands, spices and treasures gathered from the ends of the earth. They did not come to challenge him. They did not come to test their strength. They came to hear, to sit in the presence of wisdom that shook the world. This was Solomon's reign. While other kings etched their names into history with the scars of battle, Solomon carved his with words, with answers, with wisdom that no army could erase. His story endures because it reveals a truth the ages cannot silence, that wisdom can build what war cannot, and that true power is not in conquest, but in understanding.